Okay. Are we ready?
Yep.
All right, so follow me. So basically this is our Remove It Pros warehouse, or Reuse It Pros is what we call it. It's this is when we do our demos and we do our junk removals, we bring everything back here, and we have a staff here. We have a staff that cleans it. We have a staff that measures everything and puts it on. We have Lee and Carol manage the warehouse, and they meet customers and stuff. So we're just going to take you through and show you some of this crazy stuff that we get. So, so at any rate, like this right here, that's an artist easel. Now, if you ask me how many times have we got artist easels, well, a lot. We get them a lot. I don't know why. I guess it's just this environment that we live in. So here's another one. So this one's for somebody who's painting. You put your little paint things in there. So we get all these refrigerators all the time. You know, these are high-end. This is a KitchenAid refrigerator. It's probably 10 years old. We've got the monograms. We get Sub-Zeros all the time. Right now we seem to have a whole bunch of monograms. We get, we sell between 1,500 and 2,000 vanities every year. So we basically, we take this stuff out of these high rises. We take them out of just regular houses and stuff. We take them out of houses that we're going to tear down, and we bring them back here instead of just throwing them in the dumpster, and we repurpose them. We give people a better price on their demo or their junk removal because we're going to repurpose stuff. So like stuff like this is very expensive. This is probably a Tommy Bahama. It's actually an Ellis line by Slay Desk, so it's something really expensive. We have a lot of vanities in every different size. We get little sets like this. These are laundry room sets. So back in here we get these gigantic islands. We get them all the time, and they're some of these islands we've got, they're 8 foot wide and they're 20 foot long. We got 2 or 3 of those last year. They came out of a display, a warehouse that sold cabinets and stuff. So then we get stuff like this. I'm going to flip this around here. This is a big, gigantic jewelry box. And how many times have I seen these? Probably 100 times since we've been doing this. So this marketplace that we work in is very interesting. We get a lot of these. These are solid surface. This might be granite. I don't know. I don't put this stuff in, so I don't know. But, you know, 218 bucks for that. I mean, that's a steal. You know, right here, these are vanities. This is the kind of a vanity that would hang on the wall and be up a little bit higher. All these back here up on top, these are hurricane windows. And when I put these up here, we took these out of the condominium complex over in Sanibel. That was a 16 units. Half of the complex got pushed into the street and got demoed by the city. We did the rest of it. And this right here is, we had like 40 of these, and we have, you know, 10 or 15 of them left. These are bathroom windows, same thing, just ventilation windows. We had like 40 of them. So now we're down to like 10 or 5 of them left. Another vanity. So, you know, this is a wet bar. This is another wet bar. So here's another island, another vanity. This is a small kitchen set. So we're asking $432 for that. It's a really good deal. This right here is somebody bought this. They're going to be picking it up on Sunday. So here's another kitchen cabinet set. We typically have about 25 kitchen cabinet sets available at any given time. We sell about 2,000 of them a year, between 1,500 and 2,000 sets a year. Same thing with refrigerators. We sell about that many of the refrigerators. But we find that a lot of guys, they don't want to mess with the big refrigerators. They're putting in fancy new Sub-Zeros and stuff, and we end up with them because they don't want to move them. So it gets a good deal for us, good deal for you. Here's another island. You know, this island's been here long enough that the price is down to $237. So basically what we do is we start at a price that we think that we should get, and then we bring the price down after 4 weeks, about 10% a week until we get rid of it. So same thing here. This is another set. I'm not sure what pending means. We don't hold stuff. I'm going to find out what that means. That might be something that Logan's holding on to for something. So when we do our renovations on our Airbnbs, we use the huge kitchen cabinets, the used appliances, used furniture, all that stuff that comes from here. So we have 24 of these Connex boxes. These are, they call them Connex boxes. They're basically shipping containers. And in every one of them, they're full. They're full of vanities. They're full of kitchen cabinet sets. We get all kinds of crazy stuff. We get some really nice interior doors like this. We don't mess around with doors too much, but when we get fancy ones like this, we'll turn around and sell them. Same thing here. This is another wet bar, or it's basically a wine rack setup for you know, for whatever you want to use it for. So back behind you is, okay, so back, these all came out of the 7-story building that we took down on Fort Myers Beach. So these are the rear windows on that. We got $1,000 on those. Those would cost you $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 brand new. So hurricane windows are really, really tough. Those were only about 3 years old. You able to keep me on there? Okay. So again, this is another Connex box full of stuff. This is, we get stuff like this all the time where they misorder something and we end up, they just have us come pick it up instead of throwing it in a dumpster. And that's something we probably did a free junk removal on that, and then we'll put it up for sale. It's kind of hard for us to sell stuff that's that tall, but with these being brand new, we figured we'd give it a try. So you got another kitchen cabinet set here. This is a laundry room set or a small kitchen cabinet set. Another kitchen cabinet set here. This one, $1,000. This one down to $625. So that's a steal. That's a really good price. So this right here is a sliding hurricane glass impact window, and I don't know why we have it inside. I guess we don't have enough room outside. Normally we keep that kind of stuff outside. This is a ping pong table, obviously, and then this right here, another kind of an island setup. I believe this came out of that house that we took. No, it didn't come out. I'm not sure where that came from. So here's another really high end. I actually have this same one in my house. This is the Kalea is where we got these from. This right here, when we priced these out, they were like $2,500 a piece just for the box. So we're asking $899. That gives you the top and that. So back here, we got some more cabinets. That's probably like a laundry set. Actually, that's a continuation of this kitchen here. So we're only asking $800 for that. That's a steal. Right here, we get we get stuff like this all the time. We normally have enough to do a bathroom, but stuff like this, these are really nice for vanity, or not vanities, but showers. And most of the time we have enough to do a bathroom. So back in here, we've got more tops. We've got some stainless steel. If you need to put a restaurant together, you need the stainless steel to put on the walls to keep it clean. We get a lot of granite. Again, these are more windows that came out of that 7-story building on Fort Myers Beach. Each set of these, there were a lot more of them. So we have sold quite a few of them. More granite out here. If you come back in this way, can show you a little bit about one of the things that we do is we do a lot of recycling. So a lot of the stuff you see back here, we bring it back here, we take it apart and we put it into different bins, and we load the trucks with it. So you got a lot of copper, the breakers and stuff like that, we won't keep those. Some breakers we do keep. A lot of copper wire that needs to be stripped. This is our area that we do our, so the guys will come back here in the morning. Some guys are unloading stuff. The other guys are over here. They're doing their scrap, doing stuff with scrap. They're processing the scrap, getting the scrap put together in such a way that we can take it and get the most money from it from the scrap yard. So we do a lot of repurposing. Over here, this is stuff that got damaged or wasn't in good enough shape or has been here too long. So the dumpster behind you, that's what we got that for. Get rid of that kind of stuff. These trucks are full of scrap. So we're waiting to get enough scrap to do our next scrap video. This Trex came off of that 30 unit we did down on Fort Myers Beach. This is what we have left. So we're going to use that and we're going to build a nice little workstation there for the guys on when they're doing scrap. Here's a garage door. These are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 garage doors, more Trex, which is basically plastic wood. All this stuff back here, this is travertine. We're asking $2,400 for all of it. It's the thinner stuff. This came from around a pool down in Naples. Those things right there, the white things, those hang from the ceiling in a garage, and you can put your surfboard or your chairs or whatever up on those. This over here is a carport. Notice how it's strapped down. That's because we didn't want to fly away in the hurricane. Same thing with this. They came from carports we took apart. So if you need to repair a carport or you need pieces for a carport, we have those. These are all windows that came out of, a lot of these windows came out of that 30 unit that we had on Fort Myers Beach we took down. So, all right, and then let's see. This is our new little toy. We're going to be putting that in the pool at the Margaritaville is what I heard. We're going to put that in the pool to help expedite that. These are all appliances that came back that are water damaged from jobs that we've been working on, and we don't try to fix any of that kind of stuff. We put it up here. I'll show you what we're doing here. So over here, what we do, this dumpster here is for aluminum only. This dumpster here is for shreds. Shreds are appliances, cars, stuff like that. When they do work on, when they take it to the scrapyard, they shred it up and they sell it that way. Now all of this stuff in here, this is all aluminum. This is extruded aluminum, which means it's pushed through a machine, and we get about $2,000 for that. Normally $600 or $700 for that, depending on what scrap's going for. Guys are working on the hey guys, can you do that first, please? We got something going on with my wheel on this thing. All right, so let's go back into the warehouse itself. So I got a bunch of HVAC systems. We got them all the way from, like, we don't keep them when they're over, when they're like 2016. So there's HVAC systems through here, and we draw the the gas back down into the compressors, and a lot of them you're getting that. Some of them are already expelled before we get there. So another island, another island. We have quite a few of these. These are storage pantry situations, and we sell a lot of them. There's always a problem with Florida for storage. This right here is it's an envelope sorting machine. We got that from a guy that was closing down his business. Over here we got another island. This right here, the guy that we got this from, it's both sides here. This was handmade in Turkey, and they brought it back here and put it in his house, and we got it here up for sale. All of these are refrigerators. That's a Viking refrigerator. Viking refrigerators are wildly expensive. This thing we're asking $1,200 for that. That's a really good price for that. 500. That's a Sub-Zero. These are a bunch of lights. Again, sometimes what happens is people over order stuff, and then instead of throwing it in the dumpster, we work something out with them where we get it. So these actually are the lights and the can holders, and there's like 50 of them here. Here's another monogram, another kitchen cabinet set. Nice vanity, $150 for that. Kitchen cabinet set, kitchen cabinet set, kitchen cabinet set. These are auto soap things. That's something we'll probably put on eBay. This is the other side of this. This is from Turkey. So that's the counter. It's kind of like it's like a bar. So it's pretty big. Good price on that too. I think we're asking, what are we asking for that?
Says 10 each. Oh wait, that's for the China.
$10 each, yeah. I don't know what the price is on this.
Over there?
Yeah, we're asking $4,300 for it. So this is sold. This is another island setup here. And that goes with this set here. This is the set that came out of that house that we actually purchased this stuff. This came out of that $5 million house that they tore down. It's funny, we went back to check on that house to make sure we didn't miss anything, and they had already torn it down. It's kind of a hoot. So this is part of an entertainment center. That right there is, it's pretty frequent that you see this now. You'll have one color up, one color down. You see the drawer pulls are the same. So that is, they're asking $1,800 for that. So here's another kitchen cabinet set. This is, current style. They're selling in Home Depot and the other places. It's the shaker style. So back over here. So this is a really, really high-end vanity. Came out of a $5 million house. Same thing here. So this is sold. Got all the lamps. So back over here we have, these are all under-counter refrigerators and wine coolers and ice makers and little tiny refrigerators. So you just never know what we're going to get. So back over here, this is this came out of the 7-story building too. We brought this down with the lull, and this is on wheels, so you can like move it around. You've got vanity, 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 and look at this vanity. Isn't that pretty cool? So it's like a dresser, kind of a dresser setup. Pretty wild stuff. Probably a Port Royal thing. Back here, another vanity, bunch of light fixtures. We've got, we had about 10 of these, and we're back down to where we have 1 or 2 of them left. So these are gas-fired grills. Most of the time these are indoor. Sometimes you'll see them outdoors like that. We've got some, this is a recliner couch, you know, 100 bucks for that. Look at this, isn't that pretty cool, that giraffe picture? That's pretty cool. Nice bed, a little sleigh, not a sleigh bed, but just a nice king size wooden bed frame. And then these are all vanities back in through here. We got some pretty unique vanities. Here's another one of these that was made out of a dresser and has an interesting little sink setup. Nice dresser setup, and these are all storage cabinets. We sell a lot of these storage cabinets. So this is something you would use in your bathroom for a storage cabinet, and we get a lot of those. So back in here we have all kinds of different ovens and stoves, washers, dryers. We get stackables. Some of this stuff is very, very, very expensive. That's a Thermador. That's a very expensive setup. These are, this is a Cabrio dryer. This is not very old. I have the same thing in my house. I just bought it. It looks just like it. So this couldn't be maybe a year old. So it's a gas dryer, so that makes it harder to sell. We're only asking 100 bucks here. Not a lot of gas down here. Here's another another cooktop. We got a bunch of dishwashers, double ovens, washers and dryers again. We got more of the, this is a Gen Air cooktop. It's a gas fired as well. Again, there's not a lot of gas here in Florida, but they do sell lots of microwaves. And let's go this way. So here's some more windows. These windows came out of the 7-story high rise as well. So we're asking $405 for those. These also came from either that 30 unit or that 7-story building. We got a ton of sliders. We probably have 25 to 30 sets of sliders. These sliders would be, a set like this installed in your house would be 15 to 20 grand. So you can get them here. We're probably asking $2,500 or $3,000 for those. So we've got a lot of outdoor furniture here, all kinds of windows, all kinds of outside doors. Got some really tall windows. Got lots of sliders that are taller, lots of sliders that are normal size. This is it's a pretty fancy door setup. This came out of, I'm trying to think of where that came out of that house over there, that $5 million house. That was the front door. So this came out of the $22 million house. A lot of these windows they're gone. They've been sold. So if you've been through a couple of the floods and you have stuff you need to repurpose, you need to get new stuff, you don't want to buy new stuff, you know, we have just a tremendous inventory. So this right here is a closet system. A closet system like this would be, especially with the drawer setup like that, would be like 10 or 15 grand installed. So we're asking 6,400 bucks for this. This right here is an armoire, a lower armoire. You've got nice vanity, a really nice dresser set up here, Tommy Bahama dresser, and Tommy Bahama, well, this isn't Tommy Bahama, this is just a dovetail table and another wet bar back there. So basically it's Reuse It Pros is the name of it. We're at 28381 Racetrack Road, Bonita Springs. We are at www.reuseitpros.com. There's a little link on there. If you click the link, it takes you to all of our inventory that's on Craigslist, so you can actually scroll through. And the way that we do this is we put the price, we put the condition, we put the sizes, and we also show you the defects. So you're not driving out here and saying, oh my gosh, you didn't show me this or you didn't show me that. We want to make sure everybody's happy. So we get a lot of these tubs every year. We get a lot of outdoor furniture. All of these sliders, we go through a lot of extra effort to make sure that none of the tracks get bent and that they get back here in good enough condition that they can be repurposed. You see the tops over there. All right, and then let's go back in here. Let's go into these two. I've got 3 of these in a row. These are all appliances. We've got hot water heaters, stoves, dishwashers, washers and dryers, matching sets. We've got lots of double ovens, more gas ranges. We have hoods, microwaves, and we have quite a big bit of a selection of that. So, all right, you want me to spin by you real quick? Okay, let's go do the next 2. All right, so it's Reuse It Pros, Bonita Springs, Florida. A lot of people come over here from Miami, they'll come over here from Tampa, they'll come from Sarasota, and they'll load up a whole trailer and take everything back with them and save a tremendous amount of money. All these are microwaves up here on the top, some more ovens, dishwashers, dryers, washers. So, you know, and we got the basic stoves that the landlords like to use because they're really easy to fix and they're hard to break. And then we have a whole nother, I'm not going to walk up into this one this time, but basically, what's that?
Stove from Italy, the oven from Italy.
All this right here, you like that? Let's take a good look at this. Yeah, that's from Italy.
It's like a Ferrari of stoves.
Yeah, look at that. Jeez, that's very cool. We get some really cool stuff. That's called a Barazzoni. The SS Barazzoni. I butchered that, didn't I? So washers and dryers, stoves, refrigerators, dishwashers, cooktops, microwaves, we've got all of that. So let's go down through this other side and look at some more of the inventory we have in these. I bet you Hudson's starting to think he might start going to be wearing shoes. So right here is, this is kind of semi-outdoor storage. So this right here, this is a brand new. If you need one of these, they just put this in before they tore this house down, changed their mind on it. So it's not very old. All this stuff is pretty much outdoor grills and stuff, outdoor kitchens. Got a set of, hey, Gary, how you doing, buddy? All right, cool. So, and then in here we've got, you know, 2 more kitchen cabinet sets. We've got a couple more vanities, vanity, 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 vanity. And this looks like an outdoor kitchen right here. So we get a little bit of some crazy stuff, and we get a lot of kitchens, vanities, refrigerators, stoves, washers, dryers. We get all that stuff. We get it over and over and over. So here's another kitchen cabinet set, another kitchen cabinet set here. Vanity, 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 vanity. Outdoor kitchen. So this came from that junk removal that we did where we had the rims and we found the Gucci thing. This table was like $2,000 or some crazy number. I don't remember. It was a lot. And 69 bucks we got on that. It's got a little imperfection on the top of it. So were we in F yet? No, come on, let's go into here. So I've got some fancy tile here. Look at this kitchen set here. This is kind of unique. This is a melamine set, asking $1,000 for that. $1,200 for this. This whole set here, $432. So the pricing is very attractive. The vanities are, let's see, there's there's about 10 vanities right here. So asking $450 for that one. All right, let's go. So basically, I guess you kind of get the idea. So how long we've been at this now?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay.
68
So let's see what else we got that might be unique. Okay, like this armoire is kind of unique. We don't really carry armoires normally, but this is a Tommy Bahama armoire. It's quite the setup, you know. It's got the drawers in it, makes for a lot of extra storage. Super high quality, very expensive when it was sold. Asking $700 for that. Back here, you got this big old fancy ornamental table. $150. So we've got some commercial kitchen. That's a commercial kitchen. That's I believe that is it's an upright broiler is what it is. And we got a couple more hot water heaters, another couple, 3, 4 kitchen cabinet sets. Okay. And let's look and see if there's anything unique in these. So a lot of these hot water heaters came from from that 7-story building, the ones that were newer. So these are brand new doors, $225 for them. These would be like $700 or $800 new. So a bunch more vanities, a bunch more kitchen cabinet sets in here. So let's walk around the corner here. Let's go look at the windows that we have. So the sliders, we get, I don't even know how many sets of sliders we get a year, but some of these are really, really long, really expensive if you had to go and buy them. If you design your project around what you're doing on your windows, you're going to save a lot of money, because what happens is your biggest expenses are your kitchen and your windows and your roof and your HVAC system. So if you can get this part of it taken care of, I've repurposed used kitchen cabinets, and we built a house over on Bonita. We put in a repurposed kitchen, a repurposed roof, a repurposed the staircase going up was all tracks from here. The handrails were all came from here. All the furniture came from here except for maybe 1 or 2 pieces. 3 or 4, 2 of the vanities came from here, and all the windows came from here on a brand new build. So all these are additional windows. A lot of these came out of this came out of the 30 unit. Those came out of the 30 unit. These right here are brand spanking new, so somebody bought them, and they either didn't use them or they bought them and they applied them, and then the house we tore the house down anyway. So because a lot of that has happened after this. So this is drywall from this drywall is positioned here because this is drywall we're using to repair our units that got flooded. We had a total of 13 of them get flooded. 2 of them ended up being just the garages, and there was nothing in them. But the rest of them, we had water in 13 of them. One of them was my house. So this right here is it's a filing system. It's on rollers, and it's so you can have twice as much filing in the same square footage. So we're asking $1,000 for that. That's this whole corner here. Got a barber's chair. This is another closet system, and I'm seeing some of the prices are a little messed up on some of this stuff. We're gonna have to fix that. All right, so let's go.
Someone's looking for a tan toilet. You think you got any here?
Do we got any tan toilets there, Lee?
Tan toilets?
Tan.
Tan toilets. No, not today.
Not today. We'll keep an eye out for that, though. So when we're running around looking at these jobs.
I'm zip tying some of these guys together. I zip tie for the hurricane last week.
Why would you unzip tie them for the hurricane?
Because the tall ones, the wind would blow over.
Oh, yeah.
And I laid them all down.
Oh,
and so I'm
okay.
standing them up now, and I'm re-zip tying them.
Okay, very good. Good idea. All right, so that's pretty much it. So it's Remove It Pro's Demolition. We do a lot of demos every year. We do in between 1,500 and 2,000 demos a year. And then we do it a little bit different than everybody else in the sense that we repurpose as much as we possibly can. The amount of stuff that we get every year is just mind-blowing, and you can come to the warehouse. It's open 7 days a week, 7 to 5. It's 28381 Racetrack Road, Bonita Springs, 34135. It's, let's see what else. And if you're looking for landmarks, it's on the Racetrack gas station on Bonita Beach Road, right next to where the poker room was. If you look over there, that used to be the dog track if you're from here. So over there was the dog track. So, so that's pretty much it. We're open to the public, and we got some really good prices, and just come on down and get what you need. I'm sure that, I don't know, I'm just sure there's a lot of people that can use some of the stuff that we got here for sale. So it's Remove It Pro's Demolition, and I don't know. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. We just wanted to show you what our inventory was here.